You should have. You really should learn how to persuade your cat to do these things. I mean, once you get to know them, they're very easy to persuade. Um, so we have 100% for attack number 2. So we get a lucky hit. So hopefully this will start to go a bit quicker once everyone knows what each card does and stuff. I can also put on the Twitch page what each symbol means. It's for people who join late. Luna Quark may or may not be here. Well, you have to be here to vote, friend. He just sits in the corner all the time. Well, maybe he should be more active. Have you considered taking him to one of those life coaches, motivational speakers? Help him get off his ass. Okay, so we have a couple votes. So number 3 is pointless because it can just bypass all of that defense. May adopt a cat soon. I really want to adopt a cat, but unfortunately I'm mildly allergic to them. So I can handle it if it was at someone else's cat, but I wouldn't be able to live with one. My limbs would fall off probably. Cats are the only thing that I know I'm allergic to for a fact. I got bitten by some kind of insect recently, and I didn't know I was allergic to any kind of insect, but it swelled up pretty badly. So that was unfortunate. Needless to say, this is taking significantly longer than if it was just one player playing instead of 5. We have a new puppy in my house. I'm not able to have a dog. I don't really like dogs. There's also that. I mean, puppies are adorable, but again, I wouldn't want one. Yeah, bug bites are disgusting. Alright, so we're gonna slice. Oh, we finished our first dungeon run.
I'm not sure if you understand. This used to be a peaceful land. Since your guild come along, everything.
And of course we have the rhymes, the best part.
And I dread to know now what you've planned.
Alright, so now that we've done our first dungeon run, what we're gonna, you get healed after each battle. Yep. And the cool thing is that you have some cards that tell you that you gain 1 health if you block something or whatever, and what you think is that it heals you, but in fact you do actually get an extra heart for that battle if you're already at full health. So now that we're out of the dungeon, so what you see here is that we have 58 gold. We have 58 gold here, and we have an option here to expand the guild. And we have 3 categories: might, magic, and loot. So I don't know why they group them this way, because not all of them do the same thing. So at the end of each dungeon, what I'm gonna do... Oh, yeah, somebody's already caught onto it. So we're gonna vote if we want to go exploring, or if we want to expand the guilds. So I'll do that if we have enough money to expand. So the first row all cost 50, and the second row costs 500, and the third row costs 2,000. So what we can choose from, again, I don't know why they grouped it this way. It's more convenient to group it. So there are 3 types of upgrades you can do. There's upgrades that give you a new type of Dungeoneer. So you can get a Cat Burglar, a Bruiser, a Mime, or an Apprentice, which is a Mage. You can get a Charm, which gives you the Trickster's Favor, which gives you a +1 loot choice slot after the first 2 fights. So you can build that for 50 gold. You have the Talisman of the Warrior, which it's not working here, but it gives you +1 physical damage for the first 2 fights. You have Talisman of the Heal-Aid, or Hug in a Bottle. Why isn't this working? Oh, here we go. Okay, +1 HP for the first 2 fights. And then Talisman of the Crone. So +1 starting hand size in battle for first 2 fights. So we have the charms and the Dungeoneers. We can also build workshops for loot. So this will give you different loot available if you build them. So I'll let you get a look at that real quick. And then we have the curio shop. Okay. So everyone voted to expand. Alright. So now we're going to pick. You can vote to either make a Dungeoneer, or let's say make a guy, or a charm, or a loot. So if you want to build something that gives us a new kind of Dungeoneer, you can pick. You can vote guy. If you want a talisman, you can vote charm. If you want a workshop, you can vote loot. See what people are talking about. Can't wait to play Terraria. Online Terraria. You've been having an issue with online Terraria? I've been playing a lot of that. I played a lot of it after they released the update, and desync problems. Huh. I've never had an issue. It might be some recent update. The latest update lets you connect straight through Steam, so I'd imagine it'd be easier. I mean, in fact, before the update, we always had trouble connecting. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys have any issue with, oh, okay, bye, Cedron. If you guys have, any issue with, like, the audio or anything, just let me know and I can turn down anything. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, have fun. I'm gonna go ahead and close the thing. Oh, you guys couldn't decide! We're gonna have to go to random.org again. So, we're gonna build the Dungeoneer. Might actually want to turn down the game audio just a hair. Okay, we'll do that. Let's see. I turned it down to 20% instead of 30%. Tell me if that does anything for you. So we're gonna build a guy. So let's see. If you want to make a cat burglar, that'll be 1. A bruiser is gonna be 2. A mime is gonna be 3, and the apprentice is gonna be 4. You're fired. That was an easy joke. So 4 choices. And hopefully you'll know what those choices mean by the time you vote. I'm gonna have some water. It looks like people are wanting the bruiser. And I would not argue with that because the bruiser seems to be pretty good at defending themselves. We're gonna bruise some chumps. Yeah, someone else's chumps. Okay. Trading guard. We're gonna build that. 50 gold. We're gonna put that right there. Do we want a name?
Not
Give
a
us a name.
gentle kind
First
of
name to pop up.
nor a poet or a muser, but one that fills the heart with fear. I give to you the bruiser.
My god. Oh god, the fucking poems are great. And the guy who reads them. It's fantastic. It's good shit. Scoozer. How's this doing? Looks like the stream's working fine. Oh, that was the name. Okay. Whoopsie. Scoozer. I forgot what we were doing. Alternatively, it could have been and my flash player crashed. So it's a good thing I wasn't paying attention. So we have Scoozer. So we're gonna go exploring. Do we want the bruiser or the chump? I'm assuming you want the bruiser. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the bruiser. Are we gonna go with the bruiser? Bruiser. Bruiser, let's go bruise. We're bruising it. Do you even bruise? Alright. Oh wait, shit. Nope. I fucked it up. Okay. So, let's get a good look at the map here. We start down here. Our objective is to kill this guy. And we have 3 rat men, level 2, and 2 rats. Now, since all of the enemies in the first dungeon were all level 1, we didn't really level up. So basically the only way you can level up is if you beat an enemy that's at your level or above your level. So we can kill rats all day, but we won't get past level 2. We have to kill a rat man if we want to get to level 3. Okay. So where can we put this? We actually... Oh, here we are. I forgot that we were down here. Okay. The music in this game is fucking good. Fucking hell, I keep hitting the wrong button. I might have to tweak Dungeon Keeper so it's not a dumbass. They pray at night and stalk at night. Absolutely. Alright. So we can pick from Knolls or another room. Knolls, you'll notice, are level 2 and we are level 1 with no loot, but we are a bruiser, so we might be able to stand a chance. But if I remember... Yeah, they have Fury, and we'll see what Fury does. I think you guys will enjoy that, because there have been many matches where I've been killed by someone with Fury. If you guys could go ahead and vote on which card you want, we can expedite things. Anti-grinding. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Vote 2, vote 3. Enough said, mate. Alright, sunshine. I'm giving him a Cockney accent. Get less XP as you level up. XP is not really a thing in this game, but I know what you mean. Uh, I mean, normally you would just make the XP bar larger, so it doesn't, but don't actually change the amount of XP you get. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and cut it off there. So 2. Again, we're gonna expedite things, so we're gonna go straight for that rat. Once more. Alright, later, Koopa. Alright. How many people are in here? We have Koopa, Quark, Meta, and Pichu. I haven't seen Quark pop up. I'll give it a few seconds for the stream to catch up. Wow, we only have 2 people voting. That does not bode well. He tends to lurk. It's a participation game, though. You can't do that. I won't allow it. I will personally pull you from whatever you're doing and drag you back here. We're ending turn. We're gonna go straight for the rat. And since that tile is empty, we're gonna skip it. We're gonna give us something to bash, mate. We have a gold card. We might have to use random.org a lot. Yep, that was what I was. That was what I was afraid of. You don't have to know how the game works. You just gotta vote something. I can explain again, since you joined late. Yeah, you just vote random numbers. Okay. I think everyone voted. Did everyone vote? I think everyone voted. Let's go. Alright, we all want the gold. That's what I'd like to see. We're gonna put it right there. To pick up after we kill the rat. Okay, so, Looney. Or Quark or whatever. So there's different phases to the game. This phase right now that we're doing is expanding the dungeon, and it gives us, at the beginning, it gives us 5 cards to choose from, and it'll either be a corridor card, an enemy card, which is red, or the gold card. And as you can see here, it gives us gold, obviously. I mean, not rocket science, but excuse me. Okay. So what you guys are gonna do? Are you gonna vote which card that you want me to pick? If it's a blue card, I'm gonna put it somewhere that makes it that speeds up our progress, so to speak. If it's a red or a gold card, I'll put it in the nearest available space. And then there'll be different rules for combat, which I'll explain when we get into combat eventually, as soon as more than one person votes. If you're not sure what you want to pick, just do something random, and accordingly I will go to random.org, the famous random.org. Again, I was thinking of maybe doing this at a different time, like in the afternoon or something. In retrospect, I imagine people in other countries probably would have trouble maintaining a stable connection. It'll be more viable when I have less going on, since the next couple of weeks are pretty busy. I'll probably be able to have this more frequently, depending on how many more people are interested. Hopefully we'll get some more people in on this. Alright. So we'll go ahead and intern. Alright. So to reiterate, so you're given, at the beginning you're given a selection of 3 cards to pick from, and each one has a different effect. So you can do 1 physical damage, and this symbol means 1 physical damage, and this symbol means it's unblockable. So if the enemy tries to defend, you'll bypass this defense. I'm gonna go ahead and open the poll for now. And then, so our second card blocks 2 physical damage that the enemy could possibly do, which means any damage that he does do, we subtract 2 from it, and then we have the option to do 1 physical damage, as does the nasty rat. So just vote 1, 2, or 3, and I will pick the corresponding card. Due to weird IRL stuff, my schedule is unpredictable. I know exactly how you feel. Although my schedule will get fairly predictable. I guess it'd be starting the 16th is when I get some more free time. So I can do this more often. We might keep this going another half hour or an hour, depending on how many people are left, since people seem to be dropping off. Okay, so it looks like people are wanting to defend. Yeah, I would love to talk about that. I fucking love the soundtrack in here. Those of you who were here when I first started, when I opened the game, they have... Oh yeah, that's one thing I forgot to go into. So you notice that the Bruiser, unlike the Chump, has a special effect. Let me open this. Our Bruiser has a special effect called Spiky. And that means when we fully block an attack, like we just did with our repel, we deal 1 damage. So you'll notice that when the rat tried to attack us and we blocked it, we ended up doing 1 damage since we fully blocked it. Some of the other types of Dungeoneers that we'll get later will have different special effects. You can pick up special effects from equipment or fountains. I would be more active, but I'm at my friend's house. That's fine. And Koopa's leaving. Alright, have a good night. Laters. But yeah, the soundtrack, it is fantastic. I was saying earlier, those of you who were here at the beginning of the stream, as I was opening it, the title screen has the greatest song in history. The first few lyrics are on the Talkhouse thread for this. Did I close this? Okay. You'll probably hear it when we close this down as well. So we got nice try, chump. Get out of here, and how do you like this? 'Cause we're a fucking bastard. The title screen song is glorious, yep. What's the blue shield mean? The blue shield means block 2 magic damage. I don't think we've seen an enemy that does magic damage yet. Some other symbols we'll probably see later on. There's one symbol that's like a yellow lightning bolt, and that means it's quick, which means that you will do damage to the enemy before they do damage to you. And if you're wondering why that matters, let's see. If you're wondering why that matters, you'll notice that when the cards are being played, both people do the action at the same time. So if you each have 1 heart left, and you each do 1 damage, you'll both die. But if your attack was quick, then he'll die before you do. So that's important. If you're on your last legs. So this next attack is unblockable, but it doesn't matter since we can't block physical damage. Because the blue shields will only block magic damage. It won't do anything against physical. So there's a lot of, I guess you could say there's a lot of math involved in the game. Because you have to make sure that you're doing the amount of damage you want. Does this game get really challenging in future quests? Absolutely. It gets really frustrating later on. Or at least for me. I'm probably just shit at the game. Because later on, things will happen where, like there'll be a lot of mysterious fountains that have negative effects on you. So there's one effect where if you take more than 2 damage at a time, you'll take 1 extra damage. There's some that prevent you from seeing what the enemy's attack will be, and that's really annoying as well. Yeah, I like this game, it's pretty good. Which is why I'm hoping some other people will be interested. Alright, now we have a loot vote. Well, they better thank me for making a sale. Maybe we can get a sponsorship. You have to make sure you scream Boxatron at the beginning, even if you're not playing Boxatron. I might have to get some people in a Skype call or something next time, since it's really unsettling just talking to myself. So we want the fork. I keep forgetting to show you what the cards do. Fuck it. Alright, so... Alright, we'll have you in next time. Pichu. So now we only have 1 corridor card, and there's really only 1 place we can put it. It's adorable, he's using a fork for a weapon, yep. Listen, we don't have a blessing. Alright, so we're going for the gold. Oh. Now the problem... Okay, there we go. So... I was gonna say I might have to put it behind me, but then realized that I could just put it there. Oh yeah, one thing you can tell is that right now you have a set of footprints leading back here, and this is telling us what our future path is. So if we don't put something on either side here, he's just gonna backtrack. Or she. I can't really tell what this is. I'm sure the pronoun thread is gonna have my ass for this on a platter.